Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about it's not perfect in the Philippines. It's not perfect at all. And we're going to get into this today. You know, a lot of guys when they come over to the Philippines, and a lot of guys come here what I call basically raw. They've never been here before. They really don't know what to expect. They're kind of raw. They're kind of rough around the edges. They're greenhorns. They don't know what to expect over here. They think they learned everything from watching different vloggers over here, and they expect perfection. They hear all this stuff about, man, you can get girls here, they're easy to get, and some of that's true. That's all true, what they're saying, but they don't know the whole story. And we're gonna get into that. Part of the problem over here, with a lot of the women over here, is that when they latch on to an expat over here. And I'm not going to make this all about relationships, but this is something key here that's kind of important for the newbies coming in here. When you get involved with a family over here, don't give too much, okay? Don't, because you're going to hurt your relationship with your girlfriend when you go to take some of that back, or if you say, well, I don't feel like giving anymore, then it causes friction in the family. So don't give in the first place unless you're just going to give and say, well, one time. Don't give it to them every month. Don't put them on allowances or anything like that. If you're gonna give something and help out, give it once in a while and don't give a huge amount because it's gonna come back and bite you. Okay, that's number one. That's gonna cause a lot of friction in your relationship if that happens. And then these people, sometimes when you give to them, they don't appreciate it. Some people don't, some people do. You'll know who appreciates your help and who doesn't, because some people don't. And they bite you in the back and they talk about you behind your back. And I've had this happen. Okay, I've had it happen, so I know. But I want to put that out there. Here's the other thing. Relationship issues in the Philippines. And relationships aren't perfect over here. And a lot of guys come over here, they think Filipino girls are the easiest women to get along with. Filipino women are very temperamental. If you don't know how to handle a relationship, then you're probably going to fail over here because a lot of the women are very, I don't know how to put it, but they're very temperamental. They're just hard to figure out sometimes. And you're going to have a rough time figuring them out. All women are kind of hard to figure out. Let's face it, I'm not just putting Filipinos in that range, but the Filipino women are a lot different culturally and everything else. And what happens is, if you don't understand that culture and that part of them, it can be pretty scary. And the girls kind of get angry, and you have to learn to just kind of cool your jets. Don't say too many comments. Don't say any snippy or snide comments, or you're going to start World War III, because Filipino women, they know how to fight when they start. Trust me. It can be rough, okay? And, you know, I was married to a Filipino before. I have my Filipino girlfriend right now. We don't have the perfect relationship, and don't expect life here to be perfect. And here's the other thing I wanted to get into. A lot of people here, they come here, they don't have patience. Okay, patience is really rough here. If you have no patience, this is not the place to be. The other day, I went to see my doctor. I've been seeing her this is the third time I've seen her, okay? I've been waiting anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to see my doctor. She doesn't have appointments. Most doctors over here don't have appointments. You just go, you see them, and that's it. And you have to wait outside the door, and you put your name on a list, and it just goes from there. But anyway, guys, remember stuff like that, because you know when you go into an office like PLDT, you got to take a PLDT, or in it's Smart or Globe or whatever. A lot of these places you have to wait in line. It sucks. You're waiting there for sometimes an hour, 2 hours. You get this real snippy lady behind the counter. She doesn't want to help you. She doesn't want to understand you. She's talking to your girlfriend in Tagalog the whole time because she doesn't understand any English, and you don't know what you're getting because nobody's talking to you. And that's one of the things about culture here. You kind of have to go with the roll with the punches, okay? Because you're going to lose your temper during times like that because you don't know what you're getting. Well, what did she say? What's going on? That's part of it. If you can't cool your jets here, you ain't going to make it here. Keep that in mind. Philippines is not paradise. Okay? A lot of people think of the Philippines as like Tahiti or places like that. The Philippines is not paradise at all. It's not. It can be, and it can be a beautiful, fun place, but you need to be in control to make sure that your life here in the Philippines is going to be a good life and going to be a perfect life. It's up to you. It's your attitude, it's your patience, and it's keeping your cool during a feud with a Filipino or what have you. All those come into play. Here's the other thing. A lot of people are coming over here, and especially now in the United States, in Western countries, food's getting pricey. In the United States, they're having food shortages. I heard in some areas of the country, they're having food shortages because of all those ships that are stuck off the California coast that they can't get unloaded fast enough for God knows what reason. But it's causing kind of a crisis in the United States and making food prices, gas prices, and everything go way, way up. Well, you know what? Some of those food prices are starting to come over here and it's starting to hurt us over here. Meat prices, things like that. Some of those prices are starting to affect us over here. We're starting to see that over here. And I don't think things in the future are going to be as cheap as people think. Can we save over here? Can I live over here well? Those are the questions you got to ask yourself. So make sure you understand that these guys that are telling you, and we just did the budget thing before, and I hate to bring this up again, but when you're living on less than $1,500, it's very difficult over here. Okay, remember that. It's very difficult over here. It's not easy, and it's not going to be paradise. It's not even going to be close to paradise on less than that. So guys, be really careful about that, okay? Make sure you're ready. Make sure you're ready. Because when you make that jump, it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back. You know, so I just want to make sure you guys fully understand that everything's going to be okay. You know, if you stay on top of things, and if you go the opposite way, that's what's going to mess you up. Okay? Everything will be okay, but you got to listen and you got to stay patient. You got to take advice from some people, and I'm not the perfect person for advice. I'm telling you from my experience, from my view, what to expect over here. Okay? It's not heaven on earth over here by any means. So when you guys come here and you see the way things are going, you'll understand. It's a different lifestyle over here. It's not, you know, every day I walk around, I say, you know, is my life better over here than in the US? In the end, probably not. It's probably about on level terms, but I try to make it better for myself. Because there's certain things over here that are better over here than the US. And that's like getting away from the political junk, the garbage, the government junk. I don't have to worry about that anymore over here, you know? And for the most part, things are cheaper. Housing will save you a ton over here. That's where you get most of your savings. So if you were paying $1,500 back home for rent and you come over here, you can get a beautiful rental over here. Beautiful rental, like we've been showing, $80. And that's a really damn good rental. For $80, you're gonna get a damn good rental. Now wait till you see the next rental I'm gonna show you. And you guys are gonna be surprised because I got some news coming up pretty soon and I'm gonna be telling you guys about that news. It's exciting news, okay? And wait till you see tomorrow's video, okay? You guys are gonna like this because we got a couple of more homes to show, okay? And this was a home way back when I first got over here that I wanted to rent. And guess what? It's available. And that's part of the surprise. Okay, and we're gonna talk about that tomorrow, guys. But anyway, guys, remember, it's not paradise. Expect it not to be paradise. Expect problems with girlfriends. Expect trouble sometimes. And be careful during that trouble not to lose your temper. Keep your cool. Sometimes you need to keep your tongue lashed down. In the Philippines, you're not in your country. And people will try to get you locked up for stuff like that. And I'm just being honest. Okay, guys? Be careful. Be really, really careful. Okay? Because stuff happens. And when it happens in the Philippines, you're not in Kansas anymore. You know, you're not in Kansas anymore, guys. You're in the Philippines. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Because I felt it was very important to put that out there for you guys, because we got a lot of newbies coming in here, and we are opening soon, guys. We are opening soon. It's gonna happen, trust me. I don't know how they're gonna open it up, but they're talking about it. It's coming out of the palace. The Department of Tourism is hinting about it, but it's coming out of the palace a lot. There's a lot of stuff leaking out there A lot of people are starting to think that they're going to open up soon. Be ready. Have your luggage packed. Because you know what? Good times are coming, guys. God bless. And you'll love it here. But remember, it's not perfect. It's a different experience, but it's not perfect. God bless, guys. Take care.